Hey guys, today's video I have some very exciting news regarding Call of Duty, and that may seem strange because the content and the views for modern Call of Duty is just stale, nobody's watching the game. But I have an update regarding MW3 Multiplayer Remastered. They are adding content into the game this coming January, so it should be within the next 2 weeks. And it's a bunch of Black Ops 2 content. We're getting the MSMC, the Ballista. There's just a bunch of great content coming, and the thing is that whenever there's an update for the mod, the player base is just revived. And anybody who's been here since my 1 hour 50 subscriber special, I think that's my best video, that really catapulted my channel over 100 subscribers. Or my original MW3 Remastered multiplayer video itself that has like 2.5k views, 3k views. Those are some of my best videos on the channel. And whenever these mod creators provide an update, I just appreciate it because not only is the player base revived, but it gives me a chance to get me some fresh content, not only against bots, because the mod kind of fades out over time. People, there's no matchmaking system, it's just a server browser, but they are working on a complete matchmaking system for the player base. This is not a dev team. This is not Activision. These are people working on a mod in their spare time. I don't want to give away too much information because Activision usually brings the hammer down hard on these types of projects. But yeah, we have an update coming. Hopefully the player base will be revived. It might be a little sweaty, but yeah, there's not enough players to have a complete player ecosystem when it comes to like casuals and bad players and new players and sweats. It's really a lot of sweats. People have been playing Call of Duty for a while now, probably over 10 years. But if you have a new PC, if you just got a PC for Christmas, you bought some, pre-built rig before the RAM price increase or something, I will make another tutorial for you guys as well. And yeah, it's just exciting. It's exciting whenever we get content like this because this is what Call of Duty should have done to begin with. And, this is not about SBMM. This is not about, the game not having any passion. Because I've realized something. Old Call of Duty was not good because it was the good times or because, the developer studio was only 300 devs. It was really because not only were humans really making the game because there's a bunch of AI now being incorporated into it, but the focus wasn't money, the focus was the game. People might say, "Oh, I'll use this as an example. The SBMM conversation, right? People will always say that SBMM was in the game pre-MW 2019, and whenever I hear that, whenever people say that SBMM was cranked up in Advanced Warfare, right? Tell me you're not an OG COD player without telling me you're not an OG COD player. Because SBMM was always in the game, but if you're saying that it was actually always a factor in the public matchmaking system, you're wrong. Okay, did we forget about Black Ops 2 having boot camp or World at War having something similar? That was your SBMM playlist back then, okay? Boot camp, you only loaded into it, you could only play it to a certain threshold, and once you crossed a certain threshold of skill, the SBMM playlist would lock for you, and then the only playlist you would have available would be hardcore or the core playlist, and that was ping. That was ping is king. The only playlist that actually considered any skill at all and factored any skill into the matchmaking was your boot camp systems, your boot camp playlist. It was in World at War. It was called something else. It was only team deathmatch. But yeah, it's going to be a fresh new update. There's no exploitation. There's no tricky algorithms. It's just a one-to-one remaster of classic Call of Duty by a dedicated group of modders. So, yeah, that's it. I hope to see everybody on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.